All right. So we're going to start where the council was just adjourned. All right. And you guys know that all of the forces have pretty much told you that they're going to help, except for the Order of the Gauntlet. You did some things that kind of annoyed them, which we talked about.
Screw them.
Yeah. Sir Estival is actually, Sir Estival is actually not happy with the Order of the Gauntlet, and he meets with you after after the session's been convened and closed out, and Lady Silverhand, the leader, she comes up to you with Sir Estival. And Sir Estival is the gentleman. In fact, I think I still have his handout, if I'm not mistaken. No, I don't. But anyway, he's an older gentleman.
We're all waiting for it to appear.
He's a Dragon Knight. He's a retired purple Dragon Knight. You know of him as pretty much one of the main military leaders of Daggerford. And he has a gentleman with him. And this gentleman is yet another half-orc. And he's a very battle-hardened orc, much like Shrump is, in the same way. Very highly decorated in heavy armor and medals all over his armor and whatnot. And Estival comes up to you, and he protests the Order of the Gauntlet, and he apologizes that they are a bunch of snobs, and he is going to introduce you to Sir Ralph. And Sir Ralph...
Oh, snap.
Yes. Sir Ralph has been his companion for many of decades. They have fought battles together. Yeah, they've bled together. They've trained together. They've trained men together. They've adventured together. And he introduces you to Sir Ralph. And Sir Estival turns to Sir Ralph and he says, "I trust this person with my life, and he is going to accompany you on your journey to the Well of Dragons." And
so you said that this guy was really battle worn. I mean, What are the indicators other than the thick armor? Sir Ralph, do you have like scars all over your face?
Yes, my face is covered in scars. Any part of my flesh being seen is covered in scars. And I'm actually inside of this little room. I'm on top of a horse as we speak, looking down upon you mortals. Hello, I am called Sir Ralph. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh my God. Every single guy you play's got to go
at the very end. Every single one. I love it. I love it. Every single guy. Crickets. So, sure, introduce yourself, Sir Ralph.
As I've said, I'm Sir Ralph. I've come to help this band of miscreants here eradicate the dragon problem I've heard so much about. Seems like you people, peons before me, have made some sort of headway against these evil dragons, and I intend to see it to its climax.
Well there, Gov. This is, my name is Shrump, and let me tell you, peons, I'm not a peon. I am one of the sergeants of Waterdeep, and mate, let me tell you, if you think you're gonna call me a peon when you're sitting high up on your rocker, you've got another thing coming. This is no dragon from the marsh that you're probably familiar with. This is Tiamat, the mother of all dragons. Just in case your friend Mr. Estival there hasn't told you yet.
God, if you will.
Yeah, Dave, problem? You can't say Mother of Dragons now that Game of Thrones is back. You can't say Mother of Dragons without... Every time you say that, it's trademarked. You'll have to pay some money on stream.
Yeah, okay.
So...
Yeah.
Alright, well, Widow walks up and, in her trademarked shiny black cat suit, she kind of pulls this black silken hood back from her face and Sir Ralph is either being just stunningly gorgeous.
Right.
Or 20 comeliness, thank you very much.
I rearrange my lance. It's
Oh, is that what
it's physically uncomfortable to hold my lance.
is that what you're calling
Nice.
it? Rearranging your lance? That's
And
probably
she
because your
kinda-
underwear is too tight.
She kind of looks up at him
What's up,
Sizes
Sanders?
him
Thank you
up.
very much, Sanders.
and says, I'm not impressed.
But you're a half orc, right?
Indeed.
Can you be half orc and attractive?
I've
I
already
think
rolled
it's
my
within
check.
the realm of possibility.
Why don't
Thank you,
you
the
give it a
one.
roll? Why don't you give it a roll and find
I already
out?
did.
Oh, did you? No, I'm
Yeah, it's a
talking for
one.
Shrump. Oh, for Shrump? Oh my God.
No, not for Shrub, for Sir Ralph.
Well, Sir Ralph.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay, yeah. For Sir Ralph. I'm sorry.
You know what I think of Shrub.
He's playing Sir Ralph, Sanders. I'm playing Shrump
Well,
today.
I'll tell you, with the way that you're acting on the top of your horse, Tiberius kind of strides over.
What is it, Elf?
Well, I appreciate that. But I like
And
the cut of
apparently
this
he-
guy's.
I was
I like the
gonna
cut
say,
of this guy's jib.
I think he must be extremely nearsighted.
Is
Because he just called the Tiberius an elf. I'm not so sure. I want this guy on the battlefield with me.
No, I think he's just being kind and not calling him gay.
Well, Gov, I think he's taken too many shield bashes to the noggin, if you know what I mean. He must be one of those orcs from the many arrow tribes up north in the Neverwinter Forest. I hear that they are pretty stupid.
Where you from? Where you from, Ralph?
I'm from the Mini Arrow tribe, of course.
Oh,
And I
no.
have taken several shield bashes to the head. I don't see what that has to do with this conversation, though. As I unmount my horse.
Gov.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You're unmounting
I think
instead
I'm
of
in
what I was
dismount.
afraid you were gonna go.
Too good.
Is it like a battle horse, a war horse?
It's my mount. Yeah, it's got full plate mail on it, of course. Worm, yeah.
Disappears when he gets off.
Yeah, exactly. Poof.
All right, so
But yes. What is going on here, though, Sir Esteban? What needs my attention and these heroes of Waterdeep, as they've been called?
well, that is very acknowledgeable. They are heroes, Sir Ralph, actually. And I am going to give you some trinkets that, and first off, they are going to need your help as well, Sir Ralph. They are fighting
No doubt.
one of the most
shit.
evilest and most foul creatures that has ever stalked the lands. And if it is true, if our intelligence is right, and if Tiamat, the five-headed dragon, has been summoned by this ritual from the Red Wizards of Thay, then I have some gifts for you to help you on your way. And he reaches into his pack. He has like a big old side hip pack, from the 1990s.
Like a fanny pack?
Yeah, like a fanny pack. And he opens up this fanny pack, and it's made of leather. It's inscribed and has all kinds of hanging trinkets off of it and whatnot. And he pulls this box out, and it looks like a small jewelry box. And he opens it up, and it has a sort of like a
Deck of cards?
No, it doesn't have a deck of cards in it, thankfully for you guys. But it has sort of like a beam of radiant light that comes out of it, and it's kind of making his face light up a little bit more than what it already was lit. And he turns the box around, and this, it just kind of, the wave of light just kind of follows the box around and hits everyone in the face, and there are 5 beautiful rings that are in this box. And he tells you that these are trinkets that he has picked up along the way, both in battle and also as an adventurer. And
Oh, nice. I get the ring for the Elven Kings.
each one of these rings will protect you from one element of the dragon. And the scholars have, talked to him about the different forces of nature that the dragon possesses. It can breathe lightning, it can breathe acid, it can breathe poison, it can, breathe cones of cold, it can breathe fire, it can this dragon can do many
Excuse
things.
me? It can breathe all of those things, Lord Estival. I think I have an appointment in the city that I must attend to rather quickly.
I have a recommendation. Since I'm the leader, give me all 5 rings, and then I can keep you guys rezzed. I can keep you guys healthy, right? That's how we roll. Is there a ring of stopping the melee attack?
I can tell you how you're gonna roll.
Well, he shows you this box of rings, and he tells you that each one of you gets one. And then out of his fanny pack, he pulls another couple of arrows, and he says, "Here is another gift for you. These are arrows of dragon slaying. There are 2 of them, and each one of you gets to choose between a ring and the arrows." So everyone gets one item.
Okay.
So he says, "I'll let
The
you."
ladies first.
I will let
What's
you.
the weakest? We should talk amongst ourselves.
I will let you, divide these as you will. And I've got other important matters of business to attend to, and you disappoint me, Sir Ralph. I know you have no meetings here in Waterdeep somewhere.
I just.
I
don't care if it has 8 heads. I'll slay the damn thing.
He tells you that he is going to be mustering the troops from Waterdeep. He's going to be mustering the troops from Daggerford, which actually have already been assembled in secret. He apologizes, Sir Ralph, but he knew that he was going to ask you to provide your service for this group of adventurers, because they are going to need a stout warrior in combat. And he could think of no one better, and he recommended you to the council to join them on their journey. So he is headed via dragon to the mountains where the armies are located. And over here on the map, I'm going to open it up for you guys. You guys are here at Waterdeep. On the coast, you guys are going to make the journey by dragon, metallic dragon that is, all the way over here to the Sunset Mountains. Now, to the north of the Sunset Mountains, you can see that there is a sort of like a singular mountain or a singular volcano that protrudes from the map. That is where the Well of Dragons is, and that is where all of the armies of the dwarves, the elves, the army of Waterdeep, the army of Daggerford, all of the other cities that have united forces are meeting. So this is a plan that's been set into motion for several weeks now. All of the armies should be in position, and all of the metallic dragons are going to help as well. You have now got their alliance, and there will be a massive battle. So Restival, he hands you the box and says, do what you wish with these. They are yours now. I am not an adventurer anymore, and I do not need these. And he bows and wishes you good luck. And then he kind of chuckles on the way out. You're going to need it. Just kidding, he doesn't say that. Alright, so you guys are going to be flown by a dragon, and it's actually going to be, remember Elia? She's going to be taking you again. So Elia is going to take you all the way to the mountains.
I think Elia we should rename her to Uber, because she's always driving us places.
She is pretty Uber. Alright, so you guys climb on top of her. She performs her ritual. You guys are pretty much encased in this protective bubble on top of her, so you guys can't fall over or whatnot. And everybody takes off for Waterdeep. Well, takes off for the Sunset Mountains. Now, do you guys want to do any last business in Waterdeep before you guys take off?
Yeah.
Well, obviously this is a suicide mission, Dave. So I've gone
see.
ahead and. Aren't we going after a god? I mean, that doesn't happen a lot, in my family. Oh, I definitely will have already taken care of all my business. Got my last will and testament. Visited my parents for the last time. Wrote in my log. Relayed my. I have this vault. Sir Ralph, I've got this incredible vault of all the great things that I've found and all my discoveries. I keep it in this vault in my lair in my house, and it's just like I go there to just smoke cigars and look at all the stuff and recall how great I once was, and so I have all that stuff relayed. So if I ever kick it, then it's gonna go to the right place.
And you pick up all the spell components you might need.
Yeah, I have everything, Dave. I can't tell you. I've got about 6,000 diamonds worth of resurrections.
All right, so you went and picked up some diamonds for resurrections. All right,
Dave, I can't tell you how many freaking spell components I have. I have so many that I'm not even going to put them on my sheet.
Your component pouches. Your component pouches is busting at the seams.
It is. I have 2 fanny packs. And I put them right at the end of my buttocks. Every time I walk, it kind of shakes. Like I have corduroys on.
I'm gonna go buy some potions.
Sparks are flying out of your crotch with the corduroys. Sparks are flying out.
Well, that just happens regularly, Dave.
Jesus. My goodness.
So how much are potions of greater healing?
Potions of greater healing shouldn't be too bad. Let me look them up real quick.
You should give us a discount.
That did nothing, as I am dead inside. I'll look for the one task at hand. When that's done, maybe I'll formulate the ideas for another life, perhaps.
Greater healings are 250 apiece, 250 gold apiece.
I buy 2 of those.
Okay.
Take that.
That speaker feedback there.
Anything else? Anyone? I put those on your sheets.
Okay.
Oh, you got superior healing too on there. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Tiberius
Ralph,
is called dibs on the electric ring. Does anybody else want a ring? Or an
What are the
arrow?
items again?
For
A
every
ring
head.
of electrical resistance, a ring of fire resistance, a ring of poison resistance, and a ring of cold resistance, I suppose.
There's a ring of acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison, and 2 arrows of dragon slaying.
2 arrows of dragon slaying, yes.
I'll take the one of frozen, I guess. That's my fear of dying frozen.
You don't say. How
Yeah.
about you black-clad woman thing?
Well, I already have 2 arrows of dragon slaying with me, so...
You already have 2? Or?
Yes, I do. So I'm gonna take I would rather have a ring because I'm, right there in the front line.
Yes, Sir Ralph. This isn't our first dragon.
Whoa.
It's our first god, but not our first dragon.
Okay. Should I just let you go
will
alone,
take,
Tiberius? You seem like you have this matter well in hand.
Take poison
Yeah, we got it.
resistance.
Okay. All right. I will go see my mother then, I suppose.
That's right. I want to make
so
sure I
you're
have some...
taking what ring there, Miss Widow?
Poison.
Okay.
Alright, there you go. It is added.
And the lady elf has taken the cold ring, and Tiberius has taken the electricity ring. I'll take the fire ring, I suppose, then. Nobody wants to get burned alive, myself included.
I don't think that your face would be able to tell the difference if you were.
Now, I'll
Snap!
put my visor down, alright?
Wow.
You won't have to look at me, woman.
Wow, that was pretty rough.
I close my visor immediately, tears falling beneath the visor.
I think you hurt his feelings, Widow. He's crying behind that armor.
No, I'm
can
not.
hear-
I'm
I
not
can-
crying,
I can
Tiberius.
hear the whimpering like an echoey can.
I have a bit of the hay fever. It's pollen season.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'll take the fire ring then.
Alright.
So is it possible for us to wear
Yes.
all the rings at the same time, Dave?
I have to see if they're. I think you can, because I do not believe that these things require any kind of attunement.
Don't we only have 2 ring slots to
We
begin with?
we
I don't know
ha-
how.
In our inventory.
Ring slots.
In 5e, I mean, can we put a ring on each finger in this system?
I don't see why not.
I don't understand why you can't put them on
Because
your
you can
toes.
only have you can only have so many. You can only have, I believe, 3 attuned items to you.
Okay.
So if you have
Oh, so we got
some magic items like the rares, and the more rare magic items, they require you to perform a ritual of an hour to attune them to you, and then you can only have 3 items that are attuned. And then once you attune a 4th one, then the first one that you attuned is no longer attuned. So that's how that works.
First one in, first one out, I suppose. Okay. Makes sense.
Yes. All right. So Ralph, you've got the fire.
The fire ring, yeah.
Vay's got cold. Widow's got poison.
And Tiberius is electric.
And I guess we just throw these dragon slaying arrows in the trash bin on the way to climb
Yes.
this metallic dragon. We don't need this trash.
All right, Tiberius.
I don't have a bow or anything anyhow. I could use it as a melee weapon of some sort.
Just stab with it. Yeah, I'm gonna run right up to the head of Tiamat, just stab him with an arrow. Well, I don't have I don't have any archery skills. How about you, Sir Ralph?
Indeed, I'm quite nearsighted, so I have to be right up against my opponent to even see where they are. So I have no idea how to fire a bow. I know of it. Academically, mechanically speaking, I am aware of how one is fired, but I've never practiced it.
I think I'm the only one that has any kind of proficiency with bows.
Shrump will take the poison ring then.
Okay. Well, I think
Widow took the poison
There's
ring.
the acid ring.
The acid ring. I'm sorry, my bad. He'll take the acid ring, and Widow has the poison. That is correct. All right. So the arrows of dragon slaying, anybody can take those. So
I think we'll give him to Widow.
Yeah, Widow's got a bow. She can
okay.
make use of it.
Just add 2 more of those to your sheet.
Okay.
So what's the? I'm assuming that this trip is pretty sad. I mean, we're going in to fight this Tiamat. I mean, are we super jazzed? I mean, I feel a little pressure in my stomach, like a little bit of stress, maybe an anxiety attack. I mean, come on, right?
Yeah.
We just fought a regular ancient dragon and we almost bit it.
No,
and now we're going against a 5-headed dragon that's the god of the dragons.
Well, Tiberius, if we fail, everybody's going to die anyway. So I mean, just think of it that way. You're fighting to keep your vault and family safe. If we fail, your vault is as good as in the dragon's hands, and your family is as good as dead or enslaved. So there's no downside to not fighting.
I've lived a long life. I have no regrets.
Upside, I should say.
No regrets.
No regrets either.
I just want to crack the skulls of the dragons, mate. Gov.
This scrawny orc here sure has a lot of mouth. I hope your bite is as good as your bark, sir.
Much worse than what it looks like. And to get back to the council, Neverember and Lady Silverhand, they all tell you, Lord Braun Anvil and King Melondrock of the Elves, they all tell you that this could be the final march. Everyone is on edge. I mean, this is huge. This is not just walking into a dungeon and kicking the first door down and waiting to see what's behind that door. This is what you're going up against. What you're going to try to stop. This is
So if
not
Tiamat does take over, if Tiamat does arise and is awakened, what are we expecting going to happen in the land? Is it just going to turn to a hell on earth, or will there be slaves? Maybe Tiamat has some favorites.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure that probably would happen. I'm also sure. And Faerun is a very large place, so Zastam, the pretty much the leader of the undead in the lands of Thay, where you guys had actually gone to that really quick and short meeting. Will he, even though one of his red wizards helped summon Tiamat, do you think Zastam could probably want to save his ass and maybe join and make a union with Tiamat and the cultists? I mean, there's, this was all talked about during the council, and this is a major ordeal. This is like the biggest thing that has happened in centuries. I mean, this is.
Yeah, I'm wondering how one
thing.
goes about joining Tiamat.
Well, to join the cultists?
No.
Now would be the time, I guess, right? You guys.
Now would be the time.
You guys have the cultist regalia.
I'm gonna backstab. I'm gonna push. I'll push Widow off the dragon. Protective bubble my ass.
You guys can go ahead and
okay.
You guys could probably go right ahead and join him. You've already got the regalia, and then you can kind of turn on everyone there at the battlefield. That would be good too. That'd be really.
Was it just me, or did he cut out for everybody?
Dave got into robot speak.
Uh-oh. Is it still robot speech?
No, you're good.
Now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Every time that happens, it's where somebody's trying to, I guess, DDoS the server. Well,
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
I'll call
Sorry,
off
sorry,
my
Dave.
time, Dave. Yeah, I'll call off my time.
I just had to use the bathroom.
Thanks.
I figured that was the only way I was going to get 10 minutes.
Not any of you guys. No, I mean the actual hosting service themselves. So.
Exactly, I got you.
All right, so you guys have your items of resistance. Now, to get the effect of that, Worm, could you drop a pendant from your resistance spell on everyone for the different ring that they're using? If you could do that in a combat tracker, that would be great. That's in case you guys.
I'll attempt to do that, Dave.
That sounds good.
It's been a while, so
no problem.
You guys can roleplay while I figure it out.
Sure. So you guys
So
are
I
on
suppose
the.
we're reading the minutes of this council here, then, Dave,
Well, the
councilors on the outside of the council. Or something.
Yeah, the council has ended. You guys have had a ritual performed on you, and you are being flown by a metallic dragon, which her name is Elena.
L or something.
Elia. Sorry,
Elia. Okay,
and her name in Draconic is Otari, which she is an ancient silver dragon, and she transforms into this beautiful ancient silver dragon. This thing is just massive, covers the entire platform there, as you're on one of the top of the buildings of Waterdeep. And everyone climbs on, and you start to make your way towards the Sunset Mountains. Now, it doesn't take very long. The armies have already been assembled, from what it sounds like. The metallic dragons are on their way to the Sunset Mountains. They are going to be engaging all of the chromatic dragons in the air. So there will be a huge land battle. There will be a massive battle in the air. And you guys, Otari, she tells you that you're not going to be taking a straight direct route. You're going to be taking sort
Can
of
I
like
interrupt for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Could you add Trump to the...
there. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, man. Could you add Trump to the fantasy grounds?
Sure, he's on the tracker right now. Oh.
He is?
Yeah, you can't see
I
him in
guess
the
we
combat
can't see him
tracker?
because he's DM played.
Okay. Let me, here, I'll log in another one, so... Yeah, I'll log him in just a second.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Alright, so, as you guys are going to take this not so direct route, that is the reason... Well, the reason for that is Otari doesn't want to engage with the other chromatic dragons and the other metallic dragons, because she has passengers. So she